how to make a right decision. How do I know that whether I should be going this direction or that direction? How can I know in advance that the choice which I would make will be the right choice for me? How many of you would like to know the answer for that? Hi everyone, I'm Shruti Chaudhary, a personality and mindset coach, a TEDx speaker, and founder of Charismatic You. And today, when I was conducting this session for my community, which was on how your mindset is either working for you or against you, one of the participants asked this beautiful question to me. She was at a situation wherein she was making a decision whether I should be going ahead and becoming a software engineer or should I take the journey of becoming a teacher. And the reason she was not able to make the decision was because she wanted to know that whether this is the right decision or a wrong decision. And I'm really going to be thanking her because of her question, this particular video is going to be getting created, and I know it for a fact it's going to be helping many people out there. So before I answer this question, this is absolute my version coming from my own personal experience. What I strongly believe is the decisions are neither right or wrong. Decisions in itself are all just decisions. It is us who eventually makes them right or make them wrong. It is us who kind of declare them that whether they were the right decisions or they were the wrong decisions. Because I personally feel that any decision which we make is only helping us to become a stepping stone towards the next step in whatever goal we have in our own life. Like I still remember for myself when I had to take a decision while working for Cisco, great company, great work, great money, had the comfort, had everything working in my favor. And when I had to take a decision to kind of move away from it, become an entrepreneur, become a coach, wherein I had absolute no experience, absolute no idea before, and I had to just craft it, has to work on it, has to build it, has to learn everything around it. I know it for a fact for many of the people around me, it was a wrong decision. It was a bad decision. Now, here's something which we really need to understand with respect to these decision making. There are a couple of problems, there are a couple of concepts which we have created in our own head in terms of when we talk about this whole concept of decision making. Most of the times we feel that we're not making a decision because we are at the fear, what if this turns to be wrong? But we also need to know that we will never know that this is going to be turning out to be wrong till the time we actually walk that decision. Now, we also have this fear of being judged. Many of us out here are not making the decision because we fear that what if people judge us for taking that decision, because for somebody else it could be just something you should not be doing it at all. It's like common sense that you should not be taking that decision. So when many of the time what we do is we stay in our own, I call it as, the break state, wherein we're literally stuck, we're in like a paralysis for our own self, that we're not taking any decision at all. The third thing sometimes what we do is when it comes to decision is we borrow decisions. We either borrow it from someone else, or we make decisions out of emotions. And those are the times when you would regret the decisions which you have made, because every single thing, the moment you make a decision, you need to feel it, you need to really take it deep inside to every single cell of your being, because only when you have kind of committed to yourself, this is a decision which I have taken for myself, this is something which I decide for myself, you will see that how all the resources will begin to fall into the place for your own self. But if you have borrowed a decision, or if you have someone who has taken a decision because someone else asked you to do, or if you have taken a decision just out of the burst of emotions, there's a high chance that the kind of commitment you need to make that decision work will not be there to support you. So what do we need to do now in order to learn how to make those decisions, and rather make those decisions right? Now I know for a fact that when I was turning from a complete software geek to an entrepreneur, I had no idea about the back, how the businesses work, how the coaching industry is. Rather, I was someone who just wanted to become a coach. Being an entrepreneur is just happened totally by chance. So I had no plans of building business. I just wanted to do my work and enjoy the passion, enjoy the thing of working with people. And one of the things which I realized back then was, just because it was my decision, just because I had kind of taken it for my own self, the amount of consistency and commitment I had shown was way different from the kind of amount of consistency and commitment I have shown towards a decision which I have taken because someone else wanted me to take. And I didn't have the courage, I didn't have the enough clarity on my own what to do. Now, it is it is known that sometimes you will not have 100% clarity when you have to take a decision, but we also need to know is that when you get into engagement, clarity happens. It's always the engagement which will tell you that what's the next step, what's the next step. You may not know the complete path, you may not have the complete map, but if you have kind of decided, it's not going to be just about the resources around you, it's going to be your own resourcefulness to find the solutions and make it work. We do get married. Once we have got married, that's a decision which we have made, right? Most of the married people out there. Now, whether our marriage is going to be a good one or it's going to be a bad one, it's going to be a lot of work on it to make it a good one or a bad one. So it's not like marrying is a wrong decision. It's just that how do you make it work after the marriage is done is going to be deciding which direction, whether it's going to be right or wrong. Decision in itself is a complete thing. So one of the thing what has happened is over the years, right from the childhood, many of the times in our parenting, most of the decisions are taken by our parents. They tell us, don't do this, don't do that. We know it better because we have the experience. Now, the more we as parents do that to our own kids, the the lesser capable we are making our kids to become a decision maker. Today, I personally feel one of the very biggest skill which every one of us need to have is the ability, is the capacity, is the courage to be able to make the decisions and then just flow with it and work on it to make them right. Now, so if you're a parent who's listening to this one, just ask yourself, do I do a lot of interference? Am I a helicopter parent where every single time I'm like zzz, on the top of the, around our kids and always figuring out, telling them what they need to do and what they're not supposed to do? Because that might be costing them, the child, as their capacity, as their muscle to be able to make decisions. And I personally feel all small decisions during the younger age are someone which we always can easily be taken care by. But as we kind of grow, there are certain decisions which really are become a very important integral part of our life, and getting stuck at that point in time can literally challenge one's own identity, can challenge one's own belief and trust on their own self. Now, second thing which is about decision is that many of the time we're getting into too much of analysis, and analysis leads to paralysis. Instead of doing too much analysis, one of the things which I always do it for myself, and I would recommend to every single one of you to do as well, that sit with a pen and paper and write down all the things. If you have two choices, choice number one, choice number two, pen down all the things why you should be going ahead with choice number one. Then pen down all the reasons why you should be going ahead with choice number two. Now, once you have done this, then write down all the reasons why you should not be going ahead with choice number one. Then pen down all the reasons why you should not be going ahead with choice number two. Because once you've kind of done this work with your own self, there's a lot of clarity you would get that in which direction your head, in which direction your heart is asking you to move towards. Because many of the time, what we are doing to ourselves is only thinking in our mind. And in our mind, our inner chatter, the voice between our two ears, gives us further more reasons and confuses us further. And then we have family members, we have friends, or people around us who will keep saying, don't do this, do it this way. So too much of, dependency on people or too much of hearing from others is also going to be impacting that how soon or how late you're going to be taking the decision. Now, another very integral part in which comes in terms of when you are on that verge of making a decision is what kind of people are you hanging around with? What are the kind of people are you asking for their suggestions? Because if you're going to the wrong set of people, you don't know what is it all costing you. So I still remember there were so many times when I was working for Cisco and I was really restless in terms of knowing in my heart that I need to do something differently, but didn't have the courage and wanted absolute clarity for me to know that should I go this side or should I go this side. I am going to be very open and share. I evaluated, should I do IAS? Should I go and study psychology? Should I go into mass communication? I did all of that stuff. And one fine day, I realized that I want to do image consulting. So when I decided I want to do image consulting, I made this call to one of the image consultant in the month of March asking, should I do this? How's the industry? How does it work out? And she told me, just don't think about it. There's no not much growth. You don't get clients, people, and all of that stuff. She told me, and I was like, I made my decision. No, this is not the place I'm going. I'm not going to be taking such big risk of leaving my company and then going in direction. Maybe this particular profession doesn't work at all. And guess what? I was still restless inside my own cell because somewhere in my head and heart, I knew something different I need to do. And then after 2 3 months, I started the evaluation again. I made few more calls to the people from the same industry, and that's exactly when I realized that how much impact the whole profession can make, not only in your own life, but how much you can impact the people around to the different concepts, different kind of coachings and certification you can learn, not just starting with image consulting, but a lot more which can be added to it. And that's exactly when I made my first swipe of saying, yes, I'm doing something different. And I make the decision. And during that time, my family, chalo, theek hai, she's just going to be doing something time pass with this course, but never knew that I'm going to be creating my whole journey, going to be creating my complete profession and running this company with the elements of all the different kinds of segments which I have with Charismatic You right now. So initially, for many of us, for many of the people around me, it was a very bad decision. It was a very wrong decision to leave a company like that. But then it's not about the decision. It's not about what I decided. My whole focus was to make that decision right. And even today, I work every single day to ensure that the decision which I made was right. So, any one of you out there who's actually waiting for 200% clarity, for looking for every permutation and combination to perfectly fall into place for you, what I want you to know is you're not looking for clarity, you're just looking for a little courage to be able to jump off that cliff and know that once you get started, you will take one step, the next door will open. You'll take the next step, the next door will open. And as you keep on taking few steps, you will keep on finding and keep on discovering something about your own self, and will discover how the world kinds of opens and the opportunities kind of open for you. So last but not the least, what I truly want every single one of you to know is, don't feel the fear of making a bad decision. I would rather say, feel the fear of staying at the same place years later, realizing that you didn't make any decision at all. Because not taking a decision is also a decision. So it's extremely important for us to make a move, even if it is a flawed move. Flawed step is better than no step, because if you do not begin, how will you ever win? So for anyone who's listening out there, if you're someone who's stuck at making a decision, I would say give yourself a time and just go ahead with it and keep doing it, keep working towards it. And if over the time you realize that this was not for me, just take a U-turn. What's the worst which can happen? And I think the only worst which can happen is, because I know many people who've been thinking of it from years now. And I don't know for how many more years they need to think before they kind of just pick up the courage and just do it for themselves. So I'm going to be wishing you all the best. I hope this video helps you. Do share with me in the comments below what was your takeaway and how this video was useful to you. So thank you so much.